Hey guys, and we're back. This is a new section. We're going to move all the way up to 24. And remember, when I'm handing you out your assignments and giving you the corrections, I'm always going to give you the answers. If you're not getting some of those, make sure that you are connecting with me on Google Hangouts, and we can either do a video chat at that time or schedule another time where we can do a video chat to go over some of the answers if you want to do them separately from the Zoom meetings that we have once a week. Okay? All right. So now we're adding and subtracting polynomials, and we're learning about polynomials today. We're going to identify parts of a polynomial and identify the degree of a polynomial. We have to know what a polynomial is in the first place. I'm going to give you an example of one down here below. Okay? And I've written it over here on the right-hand side. And this is a polynomial, 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. We have to understand some things about it. What are polynomials? Well, polynomials here are, it could have 1, it could have 2, or it could have 3 or more different terms inside of that polynomial. If you are looking at polynomial and want to know how many terms it has, the terms are going to be separated by either a addition or subtraction problem. So this is on page 355 in your book. Okay, I've added this polynomial in here, and I'm going to use that polynomial to identify the next set of vocabulary words for polynomials. So I'm going to flip over to page 356 and look on the back. Okay, and it says here that a polynomial is a single term or the sum of two or more terms with whole number powers. Okay, so I rewrote this one down here. Okay, there are some things about a polynomial that we need to know. We need to know what are coefficients. We've been dealing with those already. The coefficients are the numbers out in front of the term or out in front of your variable. So 3 and 5 are coefficients. They also talk about a constant term, and this is the one that is not affected by the variable. So in this one, the constant is 2. It never, ever change. Okay, changes. So it asks you in number 8, it says, tell whether each expression is a polynomial, explain your reasoning. I'm going to go through it. In A, this one is not a polynomial because it has a negative exponent. Okay, but it has two terms, 1, 2, separated by subtraction. This one has two terms. It is a polynomial because its powers are positive. Okay, is this a polynomial? Aha. I want you to put pause. I'm going to click pause. I want you to think about that one. Is that? No, it is not. Yes, it is a polynomial. This one is not because it does not have a whole number term. Okay, so let's look at the next set. Here's another one. How many terms does it have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Okay. Now we're looking for the degree of the term. It says the sum of the exponents of the variables contained in the term. Okay. If you look at it, the degree of this polynomial is 5. It's the largest. The degree of this term is 5. Okay. The degree of this term is 3. Okay. What's the coefficient for this one? What's the number out in front of the variable? It's 4. I want you to fill in the next two as we go. If you look at this one, its degree is 2. That's the exponent, the largest exponent. The coefficient out in front of it is 1. This one, degree is 1. There's like a 1 up there. Okay. X to the 1 power. The coefficient out in front is negative 1. Okay, I want you to answer number 11 real quick. Okay, I've filled in 2 for you. The degree of this term is 3. It's its largest exponent. Its coefficient is 2, the number out in front. This one has, they're both 2. Its degree is 2. The coefficient is negative 6. So we are switching over to page 357. Okay. Now they're talking about the degree of the polynomial is the biggest degree of any term in the polynomial. So if I look at this polynomial, it has 3 terms. The biggest degree is 2. Therefore, the degree of the whole polynomial is 2. Okay. The constant term in this one is one that does not change is 7. Okay. So if I look at this one, what is its degree and what is its constant term? Well, its degree is 3. It's the largest exponent, and its constant term is -3. This one here has largest degree of 2, and its constant is 36. Okay. So they talk about, you look at all of these. This one is not written in standard form, which I have here. Okay. Because standard form says you're going to write them in decreasing order, x squared, x to the first, none. This one is y to the third, decreasing, y to the second, y to the first, and then y to the 0, I guess, out here. So when we talk about standard form, that's how we want to write those. Okay. This one is in standard form, x to the fifth, x to the second, and then -3. Okay. So we talk about writing things in standard form. You want to write them in that form. Okay. Now, we have different types of polynomials. One that have one term, monomial, okay, 8, -2x, or 3x squared. Binomial means 2, which it has 2 terms, okay, or a trinomial, which means it has 3 terms, 1, 2, 3 terms, or we call it a polynomial if it has more than 3, okay? So keep that in mind. Monomial, binomial, trinomial, 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms. I think we can remember those. A bicycle, a tricycle, or you don't have something that, no sickles that are over 4. Let's flip over the next page, okay? And I'm going to fill in the first bit of the table, and then I want you to fill in the rest of it. How many terms does this one have? Well, it has 2 terms, 3x squared and -5x. What is it? It is a binomial. Why is it a binomial? It has 2 terms. Okay. What's the leading coefficient? This number out here in front, the leading coefficient is 3. The constant term doesn't have one. Okay, so we're going to leave it blank. The degree of the term, the largest degree is 2. Okay, now I want you to fill the rest of these in right now, and I'm going to come back and give you the answers. So you push pause, and then I'll give you the answers back at when you're finished. Okay, here's the finished product. Okay, you could put constant terms in here for these since they don't really have one. There's not a constant there with it. You could put these at 0 if you wanted to, because really it's 0 is there, but you just can't see it. So I want you to correct those really quick, and I'll get back to you and give you your assignment for today. Okay, guys, here is your assignment. Okay, page 358, number 16 through 22. Okay, that will be due on Sunday, and I'll give you your second assignment tomorrow, Thursday, and we'll move on page 359. Okay, nice to see you guys again. Good luck. Miss ya.